Yeah, so like Karina's brother is talked about a good few times in this film. The first is kind of a flashback or kind of like a montage of how she kind of became who she is, where she kind of leaked Pirates of the Caribbean 2, which
Which
actually
was
happened
so
in real
cool.
life. I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean 4 that was leaked online. Um, so that's a kind of a real life thing that happened. So she did that. Her brother wanted to watch it, and she says, "Then watch it. It's not out for a while," he says. And then she goes onto her laptop and she's able to crack the code at Disney or wherever it was made, and she's able to get it for her brother. So I thought that was interesting. But then near the end of the movie, where she kind of sacrifices herself to tell Gwendolyn and to tell Peter that Rolf and Brad are on their tails and they need to get out of there. And the police officer wants her to give it up. He wants her to tell them where exactly is Gwendolyn, where are they going, where's Peter, where are they? And she won't say anything. And then you have the female detective who says, "Look, I can help your brother. I can help you. Just give me a little piece of information. Just give me something." And the camera kind of stays on Korina, and it stays on her once she's in the police car as
Hmm.
well. And we never actually get to see what's said. So, like, who exactly is her brother? Because he obviously is a big enough character for them to spend so much time on in the movie, and him to be actually a very big part of the movie, and is a kind of the changing point for Karina's character. Now, is but we actually got to find out that this group, before Dieter got to meet them, this heist group, they're internationally famous. And this detective, French detective, has been on their case for I think over 5 years. He
Delacroix.
came across them once. Yeah, he's actually a pretty cool
I
character,
love that
and
joke, dude. when
he's
when he came late and then he say, "Oh, so you are delay quoi?"
yeah he's you
Oh,
can just see it with him. He's very frustrated at the heist group because he's been trying to hunt them down for years,
yeah.
and he's come across them. And Brad even shot him, but they did capture one of their team. And interestingly enough, the person that they captured was the Safecracker, the original Safecracker, which kind of shows why Gwendolyn was on the hunt for a new Safecracker, which is Peter. Now, was the original Safecracker Peter himself, just a different timeline, or was it Karina's brother? Is Karina's brother who exactly is Karina's brother? I don't know, but like, could he? Is he important to the story? Is he somebody that will pop up? I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Karina movie. Because the because the camera did like focus on her big time in those two scenes, and she was very important, and she was important to kind of theater realizing maybe they're not dreams, maybe they're prophecies, very much like Alvandro did. So, yeah, her brother could be someone very vital to the story going forward. It could be nothing, but I just think the way they focused on her and the way the brother was brought up a few times, I think he was the original safecracker for the team, and he was captured.
Yeah.
I think that's
So,
something that happened.
so the important thing in this theory is the missing safecracker that was mentioned but never expanded upon or showed, or they never told us what happened to him and stuff. So that's who Mar you think that Corina's brother could have been, because of the exchange that the detective and Detective Beatrix and Corina had. There's alternatively, I think there's also another one, another candidate for that, in the same scene where the safe cracking competition where Gwendolyn actually finds the finalist in Dieter. He actually won, right? So that's why she approached him. I think the previous safe cracker was could be this guy as well, the finalist who lost to
Yeah.
Dieter, because he was so confident from the beginning, like he would definitely win. There's no one better than him, and he just knew that he was gonna win. They showed his face a lot of times like that, right? And in the end, though, Dieter just listened to the safe, used his powers, and he won. And obviously, this other guy wasn't expecting that. Because when you know that you are the best, why would you think that some scrawny little dude will come and defeat you, right? So yeah, I think he could have been the old safecracker that they actually got captured and stuff. So that could be one possibility. But I also do lean towards Corina's brother though.
Also, what I found interesting in the movie when I watched it the second time was when after the second heist, you have Rolf is driving the truck away, and you have Gwendolyn and Deidre are running behind, trying to jump onto the van. When the cops are chasing them as well, but they can't stop and pick them up because they're on a chase. But Gwendolyn makes it into the van okay, and then Deidre is about to jump in, and Brad catches him. He holds his hand and he lets him go, which is the betrayal in the movie where they. But like, what's interesting is like Gwendolyn was kind of sad at this because obviously at that stage she'd already felt for Deidre, but Brad said something very interesting. He said that was always part of the plan.
Yeah,
it was all their plan was always just to use Deidre to save
or any Safecracker that would have won.
Yeah, and either kill them or just get rid of them like they did with Deidre. That was always the plan. So
that makes me think that it's actually this guy though, because they wouldn't have gotten rid of Korina's brother like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a different kind of theory from the last two that we just talked about. This is a new one. So maybe their thing is they get a new Safecracker for every heist they're doing or every big heist they're doing. Maybe it's just to give the cops a little bit of something, to keep them off their tails, something like that.
All guy.
So they tell Deidre all this stuff, and Deidre thinks, oh, this is how this team works, this is who they are, and stuff like that. Then when he gets captured, and if he was to tell them everything that he knows, that's what the group wants, because then they go to a different location and they change how they do things in a completely different way, which will keep the cops off them even more. So maybe that's what they do. Maybe they get a new Safecracker and then they give it to the cops every single time, every few years, or every heist. So I think that's another theory. So the first theory is that it's Korina's brother who was the original Safecracker who got captured. Not that they wanted it, but he got captured. The second is your theory. The guy at the start was, or maybe this is a competition to join this heist team. Maybe it's like, if you get through this competition, you're going to be rich because this heist team is brilliant. Maybe that's what this is. That's why that guy was so disappointed. Maybe he was originally with. Maybe he worked with them before, and this is a way for him to get back into it. That could be a thing as well.
Exactly.
And then the third one is they just get a new Safecracker every time for every heist because they want to give the cops just.
And also, they're not just robbing these Hans Wagner safes. They're just random robberies as well. So they don't need Deidre for every safe.
Yeah. But also, getting tired talking. But what's interesting is Gwendolyn talks to Deidre specifically, not to the other group, but being legends.
Exactly.
This is about cracking the safes, being legends, but more than just money. So
because Gwendolyn knows that with this guy, she can finally fulfill her dream about the Wagner safes. Because he doesn't care about the money. She already stole stuff. She doesn't want all that. But interesting.